Ya llegó Estrella.
Hey everyone, welcome. It's Miami Life and Fitness. In today's video, we're going to be talking about women-friendly steroids. This video is not just for women, it's for men too, because we have that friend, the wife, or the girlfriend who's competing or just wants to be fit. So stay tuned. It's going to be a great video. Alright guys, if you don't know where to get your labs done, the doctor won't get your hormones checked. He says he's going to check your hormones, but really he never does. Go to private MD labs. They make it super simple. It's super easy. They have a really formative website, lots of different panels and tests to choose from. Put it in the cart, check out, use my code Miami for a 15% off. Get your script and get them done. It's that simple. Don't be hassled and don't be harassed as to why you need your hormones checked. Private MD labs. Alright, so getting right into the video, if you are new here, welcome to my channel. Thanks for stopping by. And if you're back, then welcome back and thank you for watching another video of mine. You can catch me on Instagram at Miami Life Fitness, or you can email me for nutrition plans, or if you need a consultation to make sure that you are cycling properly, then email me at miamilifeandfitness@gmail.com. So today's video is not just dedicated to women, but it's also going to be dedicated to men. And why is it dedicated to men? Because men also have that friend, or they have a wife or a girlfriend, or even a sister or a cousin who wants to get fit, or who is competing or thinking of competing, or blah blah blah. The main issue that this video is for both men and women. So we're going to be talking about what are the safest steroids for women and what are the women-friendly steroids. Either way you want to put it. So let's start with the first one. Everybody knows about Anavar. VAR. Great. It's the most mildest steroid. It's people. I don't like to use the word weakest because it's still a steroid. It's still going to stem. Everything stems from testosterone. It is a DHT, but everything stems from testosterone. It's just the weakest anabolic, or the mildest. I like to use the word mild. Why is it the mildest? Well, it's because it's the lowest on the anabolic rating scale. So it's going to have the least amount of risk and the least amount of side effects. That's not to say that you're going to be guaranteed and risk-free of any sides, because if you're predisposed to hair loss, or you're predisposed to your vocal cords swelling and enlarging, your voice may change, etc., hair growth, etc. It may happen if you're predisposed, but we cannot spend years and years searching for the safest steroid and what's the one that's not going to have any risk, and what's the one that's going to have the least side effects, and which one is the one where I'm going to be the safest and that's not going to be masculinization. You know, there's a risk in everything that we do, so we can't, you know, just think that, oh, every steroid is going to be bad for me and it's going to cause virilization, or everything is going to be great. You know, there's risk in everything that we do. Some are safer than others, and also there's going to be different ones that are going to be safer for you in your body, but you won't know until you take them and you actually test them. So Anavar is the mildest steroid, and so that's why it is the most, and the number one on the list as far as the most women-friendly steroid. Women generally only need 10 milligrams. I really don't agree with women going to 20 and 30 milligrams of VAR, unless of course you're competing. But if you're a bikini competitor, or you're just somebody who is the average gym goer, I'm not saying that you're an average person, but you are the average gym goer where you just want to get lean, you want to gain muscle, you want to have that feeling of well-being, have a nice pump and oxygenation during your workout, and try to maximize your workout by having the extra strength that Anavar is going to give you, then Anavar is all you need, and 10 milligrams is literally all that you need. You will go through a nice recomp. You will start to see muscle definition as you gain muscle and gain muscle mass by lifting heavier and lifting intensely at the gym if you're training properly. And of course, if your food is in check. If your food is not in check, then you're just going to gain fat over the muscle, because you will gain a little bit of weight because it's an anabolic, which is going to make you hungrier because they are stimulating your androgen receptors, which in turn are going to allow you to tear more fibers and build more muscle, and so you will be hungrier. The food is going to keep your muscle anabolic, nice, round, and full, so that you don't start going catabolic. So the two go together, more muscle and more food. So when you get on the scale, just know that it may jump up 1 or 2 pounds or 3 to 5 pounds. It's completely normal. Do not freak out. It's not bloating. It's not, I mean, unless you're getting a fake steroid, but there shouldn't be bloating. There shouldn't be water retention. You should just feel really good. Next on the list is going to be Primo, also called primobolan or primobolan. This is also a great steroid. It is also a DHT, which is dihydrotestosterone, same as Anavar. They will have the same exact side effects, although Primo is quite a bit stronger than Anavar, it is still an anabolic. It is not an androgenic steroid. So the reason why, which I didn't mention this at the beginning, but the reason why these are the women-friendly steroids is they are on the anabolic side and they are not androgenic, such as Tball, testosterone. We have about one-tenth of the testosterone that men do. So we need to stick to the more anabolic steroids, which is Anavar and Primo, which is number 2 on my list. So you will have, the same risk of the side effects, a deeper voice, hair loss, a little bit of hair growth, etc. Just completely normal side effects as any other anabolic steroid. The difference is if they start to get a little bit stronger, a little more powerful of a steroid like Primo is compared to Anavar, then you have a little bit of slightly higher risk. But again, you have to weigh in your priorities and weigh in what you're using it for and willing to take that risk. If you want more muscle, you have to be willing to take that risk. But you just can't think, I just want more muscle, but I don't want the risk. The two go hand in hand. You want more muscle, you have more risk. You may get more acne. You may get a little bit of facial hair. And if you do, you know what? It really doesn't matter. Just as soon as you start to see it grow, just go get laser. Just get a 6-session package. It shouldn't be more than $300. You go every 6 to 8 weeks, and the hair's gone. It's really not a big deal, people. You're spending money on anabolic steroids anyway. It's not going to be a big deal to spend a little money on laser to deal with a minor side. So we've all done it. I've done it. It's not a big deal. Just get your laser. All right, so that's Primo. The third on my list is MPP. For those of you that know me, hi everyone. For those of you that know me, know that I love MPP, which is nandrolone penoprop. It is basically the baby of nandrolone. I really love MPP. It is not a DHT. It is a nandrolone. It's a 19-nor, so it comes from a completely different family. And I love it because the side effects are much less extreme. It's much less of a risk, and there are medicinal benefits. And it was originally made for osteoporosis, given to especially female patients for have osteoporosis. So there are medicinal and beneficial sides. It will help to lubricate your bones and your joints. The sides, there is risk of a deeper voice, there is risk of acne, there is risk of a little bit of hair growth, hair loss on the head, but you're going to be less prone to it because it's a nandrolone and not a DHT. So for me, it's less of a risk and less of a side effect. Again, that's me and my body. This is what it does to my body. I personally have more effect and I have more side effects from DHT steroids, which are your Primo and your Anavar. I personally had more side effects. My voice changed with primobolan way before I even got on MPP, because I was on Primo for, I want to say, 1.5 years. Primo and Anavar, and those two together, when you combine 2 DHT, this is another thing, ladies, when you combine 2 DHT derivatives, if you're taking Anavar and Primo together, now your risk has doubled. Again, you will increase muscle mass twice as fast, but again, your risk doubles as far as voice, acne, hair, and hair. It will happen, just so you know that. Remember, if you have a car that has 200 horsepower, you are at risk of getting an accident, you are at risk of running into a car, you are at risk of somebody hitting you behind, you are at risk of getting a speeding ticket, regardless. Now, if you go from a 200 horsepower car to a 400 horsepower car, now yes, the car is a machine, it's a beast, and it goes a lot faster, and you will have a lot more fun in it, but also now your risk doubles of getting into an accident, getting a speeding ticket, somebody hitting you, etc. So remember, where there is more strength and more fun and more output, you will have more of a risk. So just always keep that in mind. Comment below which one is your favorite anabolic between Anavar, Primo, and MPP so far. Now, number 4 on my list, which a lot of people don't talk about as far as women friendly, is what I take right now, which is Tball, Tball. It is the baby brother of Tball. It does not cause bloating, water retention, men, gyno, the moon face, because it doesn't have that capability, which is why Tball is not an androgenic compound and is more anabolic. There is more, has more of an anabolic side to it than androgenic rating. Tball is very androgenic, which is why you get a lot of muscle mass very fast. It is very strong. It's very powerful. It's one of the most powerful orals and it will give you a lot of power and strength very, very fast. Tball is not like that, which is why for me it's in my list of number 4 of the women-friendly steroids. So that is basically my list of the women-friendly steroids and those that the women can take without having that much risk. There is still a risk, ladies. There is still a risk. There is nothing that is risk-free. Nothing is risk-free. Okay, so for those of you that are going to spend a year researching, stop researching, stop looking at the forums, stop looking at everybody's opinion and everybody's bullshit remarks. Listen, everybody has an opinion. You can go to your favorite restaurant and you can tell me and you can tell everybody down your block that it's your favorite restaurant because of this, this, and this, and I can go to it and I may hate it. Your friend may go to it and she may have a bad experience. She might have had, food poisoning. Your neighbor may have not liked it. They had bad service. So you know what? Not everybody is going to like what you like. So not every single anabolic steroid is going to have the same result as it will in your body or give you the same side effects as it will in your body. Everybody's going to react differently. Our genetics and our DNA and our makeup and our cellular data is completely different. Every single individual, every single human being is completely different. So Anavar is going to act very differently if you line up 10 different women and 10 different women are taking 10 milligrams of Anavar. So, just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. A lot of you email and write comments about, well, this is going to happen. Is this going to happen? Is this going to happen? Everybody's different. I don't know what is your DNA, your genetic makeup. I don't know if that's going to happen to you. You just have to take it. Everything is a risk. When you go to a new restaurant, you don't know if you're going to get food poisoning. It's a risk, right? You try a new dish. You go to the new restaurant. It's a risk. You may get food poisoning. You may throw up. You may get dizzy, whatever, right? It's a risk, but you took it. You took it, right? So when you buy something online and when your friend gives you a little bottle of Anavar, your coach gives you that bottle of Anavar or whomever at the gym, Peter Pan in the back, you have to remember that that may be the best thing that you've ever taken or it may be the worst. You may have side effects, but you won't know until you take the pill and you swallow it, and you'll notice in about 7 days or even 14 days what it's doing for you. So that's the end of the video. Like, share, subscribe. If you found this video of value, which I know you did, then go ahead and leave a comment. Please help my algorithm, help me get to 1,000 subscribers so we can start what's called the Q&A so that I can answer your questions that you have for me. And share my video. I know you guys got buns. I know all you people are on your damn phones all day. WhatsApp, text, send and share the videos, because we all have friends who are competing, or we all have friends who want to be fit, or we all have friends who are starting their fitness journey and need to get their hormone balance, need to get their food in check, need to get their training right, and may need to start Anavar if they are ready to jump to that step. So everyone, have a great week. We will see you soon, and thank you so much for all of your support on my channel. Watch one of these 2 videos.